I know this sounds ridiculous, but I posted a poll about a red dress. His ex voted red, and 2 hours later my boyfriend said, "Wear the red one tonight."
Hold on, his ex voted on your Instagram story.
Yeah, Brooke. The one Miles keeps calling basically family.
Nobody is basically family after dating someone for 3 years.
That is what I said. But the vote itself is not even the part making me feel insane.
Okay, what is the part?
The echo.
Ava was calling from her bathroom with the shower running because Miles was in the living room ordering dinner and she did not want him to hear her say Brooke's name again.
She and Miles had been dating for 4 months. Not long enough to be secure, long enough to have a toothbrush at his apartment. Long enough that his ex should not still feel like a third person in the room.
Brooke did not DM Ava. She did not comment. She did not like old photos. She just kept showing up in the places that were quiet enough to deny.
Story views. Poll votes. The tiny public taps people can explain away forever.
And at first, Jay did explain it away. Ava, people tap through polls without thinking. Red dress, black dress. It is not exactly a federal case.
I know. That is why I ignored the first one.
Good.
Then there was a second one.
Tell me.
The first poll was at 5:16 p.m. Ava posted a mirror shot with 2 dresses hanging from the closet door. Red or black. Brooke voted red at 5:19. Miles got home around 7:30, looked at both dresses and said, "The red one feels more like tonight."
That could still be coincidence.
Exactly. So I let it go.
2 nights later, Ava posted another poll from the back seat of an Uber. Rooftop bar or ramen? Brooke voted ramen after 4 minutes. Ava did not tell Miles. She wanted to see what would happen, which she knew was not healthy, but curiosity had already taken the wheel.
At 8:02, Miles texted, "Actually, can we skip the rooftop thing? Ramen sounds better."
That is worse.
It gets worse.
The third poll was the one Ava regretted posting. It was close to midnight. She and Miles had argued because Brooke had been invited to a lake weekend with the same friend group. Miles said Ava was making it dramatic. Ava said he was making it crowded.
So she posted a plain black story with a poll. Text him back or leave it alone.
Brooke voted leave it at 12:11 a.m.
Miles did not answer Ava until 8:34 the next morning.
Jay stopped pushing back after that. Not because the screenshots proved Brooke and Miles were talking. They did not. Nothing on Instagram can prove that from the outside.
A story poll vote is visible to the person who posted it. A viewer list is visible for a while. Public profile changes are visible. But private messages stay private. And nobody should pretend a pattern is the same thing as access.
Still, the order bothered Jay. Brooke votes red. Miles says red. Brooke votes ramen. Miles changes the plan to ramen. Brooke votes leave it. Miles vanishes for 8 hours.
But what if you just wanted those things?
Then he should be able to say that without making you feel crazy.
That line landed harder than the screenshots. Because Ava did not want a courtroom. She wanted a relationship that did not require timestamps.
So they laid everything out. Not as proof, as a pattern. The first question was not, can we know who viewed Ava's profile? No, Instagram does not hand you a secret list of exact profile visitors.
Any tool that promises that should make you suspicious. The better question was, what visible actions keep clustering together?
Brooke interacted with Ava's stories fast. Not once, but 3 times. Miles's behavior moved in the same direction afterward. And every time Ava brought up Brooke, Miles treated the conversation like Ava had invented the whole problem out of jealousy.
That was the part Synapse AI would be useful for, if Ava used it correctly. Not to spy, not to read anyone's mind, not to turn a poll vote into a confession.
To organize the quieter layer, timestamps, repeat visitors, story interactions, profile signals, and the moments when behavior changes right after attention shows up.
A single tap is noise. 3 timed echoes are information. Information still needs judgment.
So Ava did not message Brooke. She did not post another bait poll. She did not send Miles a wall of screenshots at 1 a.m., even though the draft was sitting in her notes app.
The next evening, she asked him one clean question. Why do your choices keep matching her votes?
Miles laughed first. Then he got defensive. Then he admitted Brooke had asked what Ava was posting because she did not want things to be weird in the friend group.
That was not a full confession. It was not the dramatic answer Ava secretly feared, but it was enough.
Because Miles had been acting like the pattern came from Ava's imagination, while Brooke was apparently close enough to ask about the stories and Miles was close enough to answer.
Ava did not break up with him that night. Real life is usually slower than a comments section wants it to be.
But she muted Brooke. She stopped posting tests, and she told Miles that if his ex needed updates about their relationship, she was not the insecure one.
The poll did not prove betrayal. It proved Ava needed clarity before she handed over more trust.
If you want to read the quieter pattern layer behind your IG profile signals, explore Synapse AI.